up, everybody?
Episode 21 of the Area 51 podcast today.
Sorry if y'all hear some noises. Don't ask me why there's a bulldozer in the backyard or behind the creek back there. I don't know why. No, I'm just gonna go ask him, be like, "Hey, bro, why the fuck do you have a bulldozer like
chill it out
behind my house? Like, try and make episode 21
of the Area 51 podcast." So, bro, we got a lot today.
You kill me sometimes. It's so funny.
We got a lot today.
He's a funny guy. See, he's wearing khaki pants. He just got out of court. No, I'm playing. No, when I walked in the house, I seen him wearing khaki pants. I said, "Where the fuck you come back from court?"
Court's no fun. Traffic court is no fun, man.
Oh, shit.
Gosh, the biggest waste of time ever. I'm not joking. Bro, real quick, I want to ask you, so do you think, don't get me wrong, I know people got to be safe and, people's lives are important. I know that. But do you think that all of, like, the traffic infractions and everything that people get tickets for, do you think that's just a money grab in a way?
Yes, there's a conspiracy. Let me tell you a little story about that. It's definitely, in my opinion, I think it is a money grab, and I'm going to tell you why. My dad had jury duty growing up, or sometime in his fucking life, and, well, he didn't have it. Like, before you get jury duty, you get
summoned.
You get a question. They question you, right? And one of the questions was, do you think police have a quota that they have to pull over a certain amount of people, like their boss tells them, do you think police have to pull over a certain amount of people a month? Is that what their boss tells them? And then my dad was like, yeah, I think that. So then they kicked him off jury duty. Because, like...
What? No, but I mean, I think that's facts now. Like, I think that's a fact now.
Yeah, I don't know. This was definitely years ago if we're talking laws and shit about it, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, yeah.
It's the same thing with, like, don't get me wrong, same way with what I just said. People, some people definitely deserve to be in jail. But it's like, I think definitely one reason why so many people are in jail for such little things is also, because I don't even want to say a number because I'm not 100%, but the government gets so much money for incarcerated people, it's insane. It's wild.
Bail cost.
But
the jails are all. I mean, but they're also like. And then jails. That's why so many people get let free though.
Yeah.
Like it's always overpopulated as fuck.
It's crazy to me, bro, because it's like tax dollars, right? So that's supposed to be what pays for everything.
We ain't even gonna start the topic of misused tax dollars because that would be just a downward spiral.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is like they take your tax dollars, they tax you on everything you buy. Then also for a speeding ticket.
I mean, I also have no problem with paying taxes at all in the sense of
I don't have a problem paying.
I feel like it's just my fee to live here, that's what it essentially is. But like, that's the way I look at it. It's like pay this little money. But I mean, it do be hurting.
Or the fact that we have to pay for like water. That's crazy.
I mean, you could look at it two different ways. You could look,
like eventually we're going to have to pay for the most abundant source on earth, which is air. Imagine, it's going to be like the Lorax when we have to go down to O'Hare.
$20 to drive home.
We got to drive down to O'Hare Air and get some fresh air for the house. Like that's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
That will be nuts. Or that would
be
nuts.
We also do, you just got, as the population grows.
Yeah. Well, okay, I want to ask you a question.
What?
So, and this is going to be like I don't even know how to word this. It's going to be a serious question, but it's like, this goes against human moral.
You get a serious answer.
It sort of goes against human moral, but also at the same time, you've got to think about it in a real,
what is it?
In a real sense. Do you think that eventually the population will be so big that it is, it almost might already be at this point, but do you think the population will get so big that
in the world
it needs to stop? Yeah.
So, funny thing you say that, actually. Fertility rate is down the most it's ever been in 2 years and like 10 years. So, people are actually having less babies. United States.
You know what that's from, right? Infertility.
Birth control?
Nope. Infertility from that COVID shot.
No, the reason I said birth control is because you pointed to your arm, so you know how there's birth control with the thing in your arm.
Yeah, I'm talking about something different.
I thought that's what you were talking about.
No. So, that was a story about that topic.
That made no sense, birth control. No, but
I know what you're talking about,
bro.
Be careful saying that word. I swear I don't want to get tagged.
COVID vaccine and delete my shit. Trust me. After what we talk about in about fucking 2 minutes, then the video will get taken. Especially the footage we'll post with it too.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Share it. That's why you gotta share it. YouTube's not gonna push our shit. You all gotta share it. Y'all gotta help us out.
Not a regular. YouTube will push our regular videos, just not videos like this.
Yeah.
it's crazy because I mean, I'll explain it when we put the video or when we get into it all. But like how the YouTube account had like 10 million subs, but 1 million views in 10 years for something that spoke about. But the news videos on the situation have more than that.
Yeah.
With the smaller channel, like the proportions just don't add up all and shit.
Like you said, we'll get all into that once we start getting into that topic. But I did want to say one thing, and I wanted to talk about something real quick before we get into the true topics for our video. And I like to talk about this because it helps me stay motivated, and also if I can help anybody in the process, that's the goal. Mm-hmm. I think at this age it is so important to stay motivated and stay not worrying, but stay focused on your goals and to be on top of your responsibilities, because we are at the age now, I believe, that we're trying to build and create for the rest of our life. So if we can work really hard now and we can put the work in for the next 5 to 15 years, till 30, 35, that will create a situation for you that a lot of people as parents and everything don't have. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I hate, and I'm sure so many people can agree with this, I hate like people in my family or people in other people's family. I just hate seeing people struggle. You know what I'm saying? People are always going to struggle, but I hate people, or not I hate people, but I hate when people struggle financially, because it sucks because...
you'll just see a situation, you just could say, I know they can do better.
No, exactly, and it just sucks to see, but it's like I'm trying to help everybody now and also, get this mindset for myself to do hard work.
Are you trying to keep the people motivated?
Yeah.
Listen, bro, it's worth it. Whatever you want to do, it's worth it, I promise, because you try it, guess what? You're ahead of 90%.
Yeah.
You're ahead of 90% if you try it.
Do
it and be bad at it. You're ahead of 90%. So
it's crazy because and just trying it is literally such a big step. It's like for instance, for car guys, an easy example. For car guys, taking the first step on doing something to your car is going to be like, "Oh, I can do this." You're going to be like, "I can do this now." And then you're going to be like, "Oh, I've learned something. So why not apply it to more things?" You know what I'm saying? And then it just creates a cycle of you staying in that mindset and that flow of doing something. The first step is just creating or starting the process. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I like talking about that. I want to keep everybody motivated. I'm trying to stay as motivated as possible. Life throws a lot of different things at everybody, so it's good to stay motivated and stay focused on your responsibilities. That's pretty much what I was wanting to say.
Hell yeah, we got Mind Squad coming here next week. When do they come?
I don't know. With Father's Day and everything, we got a little bit off track because I forgot it was Father's Day.
I was not trying to link up with them on Father's Day.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. And they also got fathers too, so everybody a little busy.
Yeah, I think every person on Earth has fathers.
No, we'll figure it out. We got Mind Squire coming on soon though. We're excited to get you all on. I hope y'all are watching this right now. So that'll be a great video. We'll get some good content.
Yeah, no, I just wasn't even sure when they were pulling up. I haven't talked about it. No, but. What you got for him today, Zane?
You want to go ahead and start on our topics?
No, of course.
All right.
So we're doing this one about WikiLeaks. So much. Oh my God. Can't even sum it up in one word. Can't even sum it up in one word. Okay. So first things first, we'll explain the situation. Then we'll get into the background behind it.
All right. So pretty much WikiLeaks, the owner of WikiLeaks, his name is Julian Assange. Okay?
Yes, he's an Australian journal. Well, okay, he's like so many things. Hacker, journalist.
He's an Australian
whistleblower,
computer programmer. That's how he started.
Yes, all that shit. Yeah, at 17, he was hacking. He hacked into what? NASA at 17.
So Julian Assange at 17 hacked into NASA, the Pentagon, Navy.
Yeah.
There was a few other ones, but those are just some of the crazy ones. And that to me is enough to establish yourself as a hacker. I mean, if you can hack into the Pentagon and NASA.
I was playing Fortnite at 17. I was not hacking into NASA.
Gosh. Can you imagine the power you probably feel, like being able to see that? Like just, I'm sure he...
And especially technology doesn't always have an age cap on it. So like that's why he was so young to do it. Like,
oh, yeah.
What I mean by that is like technology is for the youth. So that's why a kid can excel, be so high.
I mean,
get in that situation in the first place. Yeah, what's up?
Imagine being 17. Okay, and this was, I believe, what year was this around?
It was in the 80s.
So in the 80s.
Because he's an older gentleman.
Yeah, so in the 80s around-ish. Imagine being a 17-year-old. How do you tell your friends, or how do you tell anybody around you about that?
Well, he obviously told everybody. He fucking told everybody.
You know what I'm saying, though? At the time, though, how do you like...
At the time, bro... in the 80s, bro, they couldn't track shit too.
That what we're about to talk about that happened.
It's probably way easier to hack. Probably easy as fuck. Yeah. I would assume. I mean, my knowledge of hacking is definitely low, but like
cybersecurity was not.
Even though cybersecurity is probably whack back then.
But anyways, so Julian Assange, he was a computer programmer, and then he's also a hacker, and he got into a lot. So like I said, he's hacked the Pentagon, the U.S. Department of Defense, NASA, the Navy, and he's also the founder of WikiLeaks. So, and
I'm sure most of y'all have at least heard the word WikiLeaks. If not, Google WikiLeaks. Go to WikiLeaks. Go look at leaked government information. Go look at.
But for you all that don't know, so WikiLeaks is pretty much a middleman for information. So, people will send information leaks of anything to WikiLeaks, and they will pretty much present it to the press. Yeah. And so Julian Assange is the founder and creator of WikiLeaks. So he got. And I don't know if obviously he handled the situation directly, but it probably got brought to him. But some footage got leaked from WikiLeaks. And so Julian Assange leaked a video of, I believe it was 11 or 12 people.
12.
So
12.
It was a U.S. war crime. And
12 it was 12 Iraqi people walking down the
civilians.
Street. They did have guns in their hand. They had AK-47s, but they also had children with them. Yeah. But they were insurgents, which means they were not the terrorists.
So they pretty much were just going ham on these civilians, and
they just wiped out civilians for.
And we're gonna pop up the video, but it was sort of fucked up how they were.
We're just gonna drop the video right now. Yeah. So see y'all 2 minutes later.
For more than 2.5 years, the wire service Reuters has been trying to find out what happened to their 2 staff members on this street in the suburb of New Baghdad. WikiLeaks says this is what happened.
Yep, he's got a weapon too. Hotel 26, Crazy Horse 18, have 5 to 6 individuals with AK-47s. We got an RPG. All right, we got a guy with
the voice on the tape, presumably a member of the military, says there has been shooting in the area and receives permission to open fire.
When people are labeled as insurgents, are they really insurgents? It seems to be the case that from the scenes in this video, that any person that is not a man and sometimes not a woman is by default labeled as an insurgent.
Light them all up.
202 traffic, 260s.
Come on, fire! Hey, Roger. Keep shooting. God damn it, Kyle. All right. I hit him. Oh, yeah, look at those dead bastards. Nice. 2-6, crazy.
From a distance, you hear the voices on the tape watch as the wounded try to crawl to help. But when help arrives...
Come on, let us shoot.
You're engaged.
1-8, engage. Clear. Come on. Clear. Oh, yeah, look at that, right through the windshield.
In this video, I think you see the corruption of pilots and the military by war itself, in particular by the modern nature of aerial warfare. So you see these young pilots acting like they're playing video games, only the high scores they are getting are with real human lives.
We call frequency. I just drove over a body. Yeah.
Viper 5, 2 report free chain zone 4.
Even from high above, the harsh reality becomes evident as the troops that arrive find 2 children wounded. You see them carry their small bodies and call for help.
Hey, I need to get the brass to drop ramps. I got a wounded girl. We need to take the rest of mile.
The response on the tape.
Oh, it's their fault for bringing their kids to a battle. That's right.
Patty Colhane, Al Jazeera, Washington.
I'm sure y'all just watched that video. Fucked up. Like, I know what he said about the kid. What he said about the kid. He said you shouldn't have brought your kids to a war.
Yeah. Which, okay, that is true. But also at the same time, they were in there, like, that wasn't their... You know what I'm saying? They were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
What do you mean that's true? How is that true when you're born in... Bro, you're born in a war zone.
But see, also, that's what I'm saying. Do you think that...
Like, you know how when this podcast started, I said there's bulldozers in the backyard? Well, we're blessed enough that we live in America, not the Middle East. That's fucking tanks in somebody else's backyard.
Right.
Like, that's...
You're so right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're just... You gotta just be thankful as hell for your situation. But anyway...
I agree.
Oh, no, about the motherfucker.
So
Julian...
He pretty much leaks the
He's a
footage.
spiffy guy, bro. You know, bro. Slenderman. He looks like Slenderman. That fucking gray hair. Y'all saw he spoke a segment of that video too. So that was him.
Yeah.
If we haven't already thrown up a picture of him yet. Yeah, no. So that video leaked in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
So the way that leaked, he was close in with a soldier that was in Iraq. Then he just sent it to him. Like, it was that simple. And so according to the U.S. Supreme Court and, like, the laws, like, it's technically legal that he did leak it. Now, the U.S. trooper did leak it. Compared to the laws, like, what I'm trying to say is, they said something about it was being legal. That like if it is an illegal video, then you can leak it.
We don't know the laws.
Well, it was fact that Well, the whole big whoop-de-doo about it.
He's been staying in Ecuadorian embassy for 4 years.
in the United Kingdom because he got security by Ecuador.
And it's crazy. He's not left this building for 4 years. Imagine staying in the same place for 4 years.
No,
I don't know if
that did happen.
Yeah, that did happen.
So long story short, he had no safety. He couldn't be anywhere. So he was cool enough with Ecuador, I assume.
Yeah.
Each country has their like a headquarters. Each different country has a headquarters in each country. So like the Ecuador embassy, that was the United Kingdom. He was chilling there.
Right.
He was stuck there, like he couldn't leave. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was on
his closest tie.
I think
was
they
the
had
internet.
him on lock too. There, like I don't even think he could leave. They cut his internet.
They cut his internet, and so for this guy, he's obviously his job is being on the internet and social media, not social media, but being on the internet. Imagine all you can do is be on the internet in your place for 4 years, and then they cut it off. I mean, bro, this guy literally was like pretty much in jail, but not in jail, just to save his life. You know what I'm saying?
Jail, yeah.
Like, that's so crazy. But really quick, fun fact about WikiLeaks, they're said that they don't have a home place, but they have like a place that they keep information and stuff like that. And it's actually
the cloud where everything's saved.
It's actually a nuclear bunker in Sweden, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, because their cybersecurity laws in Sweden allow that to happen.
Yeah,
that's why they can.
Yeah,
yeah, no, that's crazy. The cloud's being kept. That's how.
In
That's
a nuclear bunker.
That is why WikiLeaks is still up, because obviously U.S. they would have to. That'd be war if they entered Sweden. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know, do that shit.
But one thing we want to talk about. So, Julian Assange is a whistleblower, and one thing that we wanted to just, like I said, talk about and bring to people's attention. It's crazy how whistleblowers get kicked under the rug. Everything gets silenced, and it's like genuinely. And this is the argument for Julian Assange.
Most people, bro, do not hear about it. Yeah,
this is the argument for Julian Assange, though. It's like he's only doing his job. He's only trying to keep people informed.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
He goes by. I mean, that's their whole thing. That's what they're saying. They said he's going to jail for doing his job. Right. Like, that's just his journalist, is his job. Yeah. Like, and because technically it was legal, because now if he hacked into the United States, then that's a whole different thing. No, he had a soldier that was over there in Iraq that sent him the video. Yeah. So
it was information that was sent to him. He didn't actually hack anybody. He didn't get the information and then leak. Like, and actually, I'm not sure. Has there been any news on the soldier?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too, as we were talking about that. No, I don't know.
I'm curious.
I don't know if they know who it was, or I don't know.
He probably stayed completely anonymous.
Or I don't know if he is in custody right now, or if he is.
Yeah.
Gosh, free walking
if he is, I'm sure he's in hell for freaking. I mean, imagine being caught.
Bro, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't leak the video. Like, as wrong as it is, like that many people got shot. I'll just be like, well, I have a family that I want to keep safe too. Like,
well, look, let me ask you this. So imagine people that are in a high point of power, or you know, they've got a lot that comes to them, and they have a lot that they have to relay out. In a high part of government or whatever. So you have somebody that's in this position. What do they do when something happens like that? Because, like I said, it's fucked up.
You mean like when a United States political figure? Like, what do you...
Yeah, so for instance, scratch that. So imagine you're in a high point of government and you see something happen. See something happen, or something gets brought to your attention. As much as the thing can be fucked up, as a person, you also have to worry about yourself and your own life.
No, that's what I'm saying. And that's why so much stuff is swept under the table, because human nature is, fuck, I need to save my own ass.
Right,
you know what
exactly.
I'm saying? Like, so obviously I mean,
people get killed for leaking information. Like, you know what I'm saying? What makes anybody believe that somebody won't come after them for whatever they leak?
Exactly. I mean,
it's scary. I mean, that's a life-changing decision. And for instance, I wanted to get into this a little bit. Same thing with Edward Snowden. Edward Snowden, during the Barack Obama administration, he leaked that people were pretty much being spied on through their cameras.
That was the big. Sure that's the biggest one of all of them. Bro.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I mean, that was a turning point in technology. Was people still to this day, even though it is still a problem, people still to this day put the little tape over their cameras and.
Bro, I just let them watch me, bro.
Yeah, at this point, it's so like they've got cameras everywhere, man. Like, it's crazy, and you can do as much as you want to try to block it out, bro. But I promise, it's almost like there's nothing you can do. You know what I mean?
Can't. It's the new world we live in. It's dystopia. What's that word? Dystopian. You know what I'm saying?
I honestly don't know.
No, it's a category of movies on Netflix. But it's sure. Like, you get what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
Like, what is the word utopia? What pictures in your head when I say the word utopia?
When I think of utopia, I think of like. Okay, yeah, you can say here.
It's
I'm
here
thinking
now.
of like a big old house, palace, utopia.
You don't think of a futuristic society when I say that word?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a palace, like a, I don't know.
Some shit from Star Wars looking shit.
Something along those lines. Some Indiana Jones like palace.
So anyway, back to our slime Julian. So what recently happened, like why we even got into the whole thing, is that he just got extradited from the UK. So basically the UK gave him over to the United States and said, fuck you, like you're going to, he's fucked now.
He's originally from Australia, so I'm sure there's a lot of different.
Australia wants him safe. Australia's opinion on it, they want him.
They actually did a poll in Australia, and if I'm not mistaken, it was what?
Of course, bro.
Out of 70%.
Poll in the United States, 90. I don't know why 99% of. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, I am like American. I support the troops, but like, bro, like. Can't just go fucking. It was literally, y'all saw the video, fucking AC-130, straight out of Modern Warfare 2,
straight out of a video game, bro. It's
like literally just like.
And the guys, they're talking about it like it's a video game. They're literally like, bro,
when it's not up close and personal.
Exactly, I can literally imagine them talking over the Xbox mic, bro, and being like, you know what I'm saying?
That's really what it is.
Fucked up.
They're dots. Like, it's literally like stepping on an ant.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally what it's like. Like, that's fucked up. But like, I mean, I don't. Go out of my way to kill bugs, but like, you ever step on bugs? Like,
yeah,
that's like what it, like, how bad do you feel? Like, I mean, I would be like, I'm fucking.
The significance of life is different, but
the significance of life definitely is. But what I'm saying to them, like,
no, exactly. I do have a question. So, sort of on the same topic, sort of not. How do you feel about like kids and people playing games like that? Do you think that that's good for the brain? Or bad? Like, do you think that's bad for you? Like,
all it does is all that stuff is done is just desensitize like humanity in general.
Yeah.
Like I said, like that's why there's been so many more shootings. I mean, it's not, you can't do video games in general. It's society. It's just society. Like. Yeah, I mean, definitely video. I mean,
for instance,
it can't be reversed now, so you can't talk about taking that shit away,
right?
Because it already is.
No,
done.
exactly. The reason why I asked those, because, bro.
But yeah, it definitely like encouraged me to be a gun owner myself. Like, I like just growing up. Like, I mean, besides exercising my Second Amendment, trying to protect myself, but like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Call of Duty definitely. Like, I bought guns that I used in Call of Duty in real life. Like,
right. One thing that's and the reason why I sort of bring it up is because I can remember being young playing like GTA, and bro, I so bad just wanted to steal a car and just like go ripping and running through the highway.
Bro,
I would never do that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it shows kids that it shows kids that happens more often than they think, and that it's okay. Not that it's okay, but like you said, they're desensitized to the actual.
To the event of it happening, yeah.
Yeah, like how severe that actual situation is.
Yeah, and bro, when you're a kid, bro, like all these shootings you see about in the news, I think majority of them are kids anyway. Like, not like 12-year-olds, but like teenagers. Like, it's just
they're going through. I think
they're not
This might be controversial, but I think that's a very, very, very big thing in mental health. I don't think the motivation to any of these shootings is truly like. I don't want to say that they, like, no kid is just going to go up into the school and shoot it because they have beef with the kid or something.
Why would
it's
you
not that.
No,
not logically you wouldn't do it at all. But what I'm saying is, like, yeah, that's funny.
No, mental health definitely.
Yeah, it's just a mental health issue. It's not.
I mean, a lot of it is like, I mean, people don't.
Yeah, I heard this story. It was this older.
It's not always people being bullied. It's
Yeah.
a lot of time are actual bullies that do that shit. It's very insecure people. Yes, mentally ill people.
Yeah,
Like,
and I heard a story. So look, I heard this older gentleman talking about school shootings and stuff, and he was like, and I'm sure that this was in like a country place, like, you know, definitely not as many people. People aren't like they are in the city and shit. But he was talking about how, like, when he was a kid, and let me mind you, this is like 60 years ago, so it's very, very different times.
Yeah.
But anyways, like, they would take a gun to football practice, like a shotgun.
I know, bro. I love hearing old folks
Like,
talk about that.
exactly. Like, they take a gun to show their coach, like, their new gun, like their new shotgun. You know what I'm saying? Like, times are so again, like I said, this is probably somewhere in the country, but it's just so crazy to me. Like, nowadays, if you did that, you could literally get shot just for doing that. Like, somebody might shoot you just by walking up there and doing that.
No, definitely. And what's crazy is this is even a past 5 years change because of literally, I'll say real life scenarios about it. Like, for example, even 10 to 5 years ago, much more common to walk on with an open carry, just pistol on your hip, right, like that, right? Like, I remember it was probably 5, 6, 7 years ago, something like that. I was in O'Charlie's, getting a meal. I seen a dude come in with open carry, Glock on his hip, something like that. Like,
Yeah.
kind of more common and shit. And
People
now,
definitely still
like that,
do it, but
I like, you don't see it. Like,
I'll tell you the exact
because literally
change.
people will literally panic. Like the workers, they'll be like staring at him because it's just
I'll tell
a gun.
you the change.
Like,
The change in society was when, for instance, and you know, this is just how you look at it, and also times were different. But back then, when somebody would walk into a restaurant, into a store with a gun, people would feel protected.
yeah,
People would feel safer.
It-
Nowadays, people walk into a store with a gun, and people walk in places with guns, and they feel scared that this person is malicious and has malicious intent. You see what I'm saying? And that was the change in society, is when people started playing, I don't want to say playing the victim, but thinking that everything is going to happen to them. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like I said, I think that was the change in society.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta. Damn, it's almost hard to even say be safe too, because these are the things, like, these crazy
is sort
events
of-
that do happen. Like, it's honestly a freak accident. And I'm gonna explain something that happened to me the other day at work with freak. To you in here, 2 accidentally ways I could have almost like died in like 2 days.
Oh, God. I haven't heard this, by the way.
This. I never told you about the fire at work, did you? No, this is actually serious. Like, my whole face almost got like 5-degree burn,
Oh,
3rd
God.
degree, million-degree burns and shit. What's the worst kind of degree burn?
I don't
32?
even know. I think 3rd degree.
I'm
but
just want to
not
be
sure.
blessed. I don't ever have to find out. Yeah, I am a chef, and I would work in the kitchen, cleaning the fryer. Time to close. So grease fire is when oil and water mix and it gets too hot. So I drain the fryer out. The fryer has oil in it. Drain all the oil out. It's still hot.
Yeah.
It's still hot because I just turned it off. There's no oil in it, but there's the reminiscences of like
Of
oil.
oil, yeah.
Like,
It
'cause,
drops.
like, it's still like when you pour a cup of water out, the cup's wet.
Yeah.
Same concept. So anyway, the dude next to me was cleaning the walls. Like, it's like stainless steel's walls. It's like a mop thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Clean the fucking walls and
he
with
got water in it.
water. He got water in it, and if I was turned around and my head was in it, bro, I wouldn't be on this podcast right now. Literally, the podcast video would be like Jackson, like, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
If that did happen to me, you know what I'd say? I would say, Zane, like, continue the podcast.
Solo it.
And I'll come on here in a Pooh Shiesty mask.
Yes.
So, no, but that really almost happened, and
That's
like
crazy.
the fire, it honestly, like, I don't think I've been genuinely like scared. Like, I couldn't tell you the last time I was actually scared, like,
Yeah.
of something, like
yeah.
like something that actually frightened me. Like, bro, I was definitely, like, my anxiety was spiked for an hour and a half after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't tell you about that yet, bro. Like,
Yeah. That's, bro. Work it.
like, isn't that like a crazy freak accident?
Yeah,
too?
bro. That's exactly what I was about to say. Freak accidents.
They almost died
are
again.
Crazy.
Not
How?
died again.
At work?
No. This was in
Okay.
the shower.
Oh God.
No, bro. I wasn't in the shower, but if this happened to what I was in the shower, I was fucked. Bro, my window fell in.
Oh.
Like, you know how that shower,
Yeah.
the window, like, right by the shower, like, you can.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. You can, like, when you take a shower, look out the window, look over downtown.
That's
It's
crazy.
dope until it almost fucking kills you. Then it's not dope. No, but what I'm saying is it fell through the
Yeah.
window, and it's like, it's big and heavy like that, and I wouldn't have seen
it
that
would hurt.
coming. Like, there could have been multiple things. Like the glass could have broke on me.
And then you
Okay, that wouldn't have killed me, but it would have been fucked.
You could have fell out the shower, broke your arm, leg. Yeah, something.
Well, I would have felt
crazy.
like the corner of the window could have bammed. There's so many dangerous possibilities.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like, back to what I was saying about freak accidents. Like sometimes, bro, like shit happens.
Bro,
period.
Freak accidents. Okay. Freak accidents are scary because sometimes they're so unexpected and they can become like, okay, I'm going to give you such an easy example, okay? It's like, and there's been people that have done this, but it's like one of those things. Have y'all ever walked off a curb and your knee goes in? That is the worst. That is the worst feeling, bro. I hate that so much. But the reason why I bring that up, it's like people will walk down the stairs and break their ankle walking down the stairs. Or like they'll trip and break their wrist just off of a small minor trip.
Freak accident,
yeah,
like shit. Like
that's what I'm saying. Freak accidents are so fucked because
I fucking I broke my bone right here in my face because I was running and I ran into a taxidermy deer.
Oh
No, it was an elk.
gosh,
It was a big ass elk like in somebody's garage, and I was running chasing somebody around the garage and bam.
I know that hurt. Funny story about running and fucking yourself up, bro. I remember one time I was in Kroger, and I was young. This is years ago. But I was running like I had
The amount of dumb shit you've probably done in Kroger over the years.
Bro, I can't even tell you all the stories. I don't even remember them all. But look, I was running.
Banned from every Kroger in fucking Kentucky.
I was running through the store with my like the Naruto run with my arms behind my back. Bro, I fucked my hand up. So I was running, and like when you buy a 6-pack of drinks, like when you pull out the drink and it's got that little ring on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The plastic?
Yeah. I was running and my finger got caught in it and it sliced from the front to the back. And
that means you got weak fingers. Because if you had strong fingers,
I was probably like 6 years old.
You were in Naruto running at 7?
Maybe 8 or 9, but whatever the case may be. However old I was running and it sliced my finger up. Hey, but let me tell you, that Kroger worker that helped put me back together, he got me right. He fucking put a Band-Aid on there, said you could get whatever snack you wanted, and I went on my way, a happy child. You know what I'm saying?
Then you obviously didn't fuck you up that bad.
Oh, I was, bro. Okay, as a kid though, I was like, I don't know what the phobia is of scared of blood, but as a kid, I hated blood. Blood freaked me out. A lot of kids
I'm scared of blood, but I got tattoos of a knife with blood on it on my arm.
How things